Welcome back to the channel, everyone. So today's video is a little bit different. We're not actually working on a car today. I'm going to do a little review on the ramp that I use here in the workshop, because I've had a couple of comments left in the last video saying how much I paid for it, what do I think of it. So I thought I'd do a little review for you. So I'll spin you guys around now on the camera. I'll give you a little walk round and tell you a bit about it, and we'll go from there. And this is it. So it's by a company called Autobench. I think they're imported from China, if I'm honest. But I found them on eBay. They seem to be sort of reasonable on price, and they've got their own website and that. But so I got this through eBay and contacted them through there. So I think this is the 3-ton model, or 3.5. No, sorry, I think it's the 3.5-ton model actually. So it's hydraulic. I'll show you all bits and pieces in a minute, in a sec. But it's hydraulic. It goes up to 1 metre high, and to drop it back down you have to have a compressor, because it's got special brakes, so that if the hydraulics fail, then it won't just slam down and crush you. But there it is. It's quite a low profile as well. I think it's about 98 millimeters, so say 100 millimeters or 4 inches in old money off the floor, so fairly low profile. This is a control unit for it. Dead simple. There's hydraulic motor and pump and that in there with the fluid. That's the name of the company, if you can see it there, autobench.co.uk. So they're on eBay, and you can find them obviously on their website. So just got an isolator here. You've got an audio alarm there, so when you're dropping it down, it's bleeping. Obviously, up is up, down is down, and then when you've got it in the position you want it in, when it's up in the air, just push the lock button and it will lock it in place, so it can't fall down on you. You have to have a compressor in order to lower the ramp, because the brakes are air fed, a bit like a lorry really. So it'll only release the brakes once the air pressure's up to pressure, which I've got plugged in here. So this is all on wheels. You can see them down the back there. That all moves, so you can wheel that exactly where you need it to go. One person can lift that. It probably only weighs about 30 kilos, so one person can lift that. The reason I chose this ramp over the conventional sort of 2-poster, it's with a 2-post ramp. Once that's fixed in place and bolted to the ground, it's stuck there. What I like about this is you can actually move it. So if it's not quite in the right place, you get a little, I'll show you actually, you get a little steering wheel, which is this thing here. I'll try and do this one hand if I can. I'll show you guys. 2 seconds. So then that locks in there. You get another set of wheels that connect there, and then you just push this down. It lifts it up, and you can literally wheel it to wherever you want it to go. So it's a great bit of kit, really, for the professionals and the home sort of like DIY mechanic. You could fit it in a normal standard size single garage. You probably won't have the height to go up in a normal garage unless you've got high eaves, but just to say, this will go up to 1 metre high, so you could probably get the car sort of, I would imagine, a good sort of 600 or 800 mil off the ground before you'd run out of room in a garage. But it comes with, I'll show you actually, so these are the standard rubber blocks that they issue you with, 20 millimetre, and obviously you put them under the jacking points of the car when you raise it up. So you can buy different size ones. So I've got these ones which seem to work spot on for the Fiat. So I think these are, I think they're 40 or 60, I think they're 60 mil, these ones actually. And I've got 100 mil ones as well when I put my van on here. But they're the ones it comes with. If you want to buy a set of these, they're between sort of 35 and 60 quid, I think, depending on the thickness. So you get a set of 4 for that as well. As I said, this one will lift. I'm sure it's a 3.5-ton model, this one, so I can put my Transit Custom on it. If you've got a car that's longer and the jacking points don't fit on this bit here, these bits actually lift up and lock into place, both ends, so it gives you a longer bed length. And then obviously you can put the rubber blocks on there, and then obviously you can lift your vehicle up, and then to put that back down, you just lift that little catch and down it goes. You can bolt the whole thing down to the ground if you want. I choose not to because it don't really go anywhere when I drive the cars on and off. But also if I do want to move it about or just, you know, tweak it over a little bit away from the wall, I can. So what I'll do is I'll set you guys up on the tripod now then. We'll drive the Fiat back over onto it and I'll show you how it goes up and down. Let's get this car back on it. I've only just took it off the bloody ramp. Always leave the handbrake off as well so you can move it backwards and forwards if you need to. So, yeah, that's it. Make sure you're in focus, yep. Happy days. So then, these rubber blocks, you just pop them under the jacking point of the car. Get down there. You think I know where these are by now, wouldn't you, without even looking? So yeah, just put them under all four corners, the jacking points. And off she goes. Right, that's that there. So let's take you off the tripod. I'll show you under there. So see them rubber blocks under there. And then up she goes. Obviously up's up and up she'll go. I'll take it fully up so you can see the maximum height it goes at. It's quite a quick rise, to be honest. A few seconds and it's up. Right, you can hear that clicking. If you watch just down there, you'll see they'll lock into place. So that clicking is these safety brakes here. Like I say, they lock into place here, so in the event the hydraulics fail, this can't come down on you. So that's the full height of it. You can see you can get pretty much everything you need to underneath the car there. I'm 5'9", and this is just above my waist height. This bit is just above my waist height. So the tops of this wheel, it's just above my chest and below my shoulders. So it's the perfect height to do, you know, brakes, suspension, you know, anything to take the wheels off and that. Obviously the bumper, exhaust, service, anything like that. It's a cracking bit of kit really, and it saves me crawling around on my drive in the piss in the rain. So will that be? The only downside to it, if I've got to be honest, one of the things that I don't like about it is these here. I think they should drop down further, because see how close that is to the wheel. Sometimes I struggle to get these wheels off, and I even have to let a little bit of air out the tyres. So normally when you're working on the front, I try to make sure that the back is as tight up against this as I can, so that it gives me a bit of clearance on the front here. I mean, that wheel's spinning all right, but I don't know if the other one will actually. No, see, like that's tight up against it, so I'll probably have to try and turn the steering a little bit or take a bit of air out of that. So yeah, that's probably my biggest gripe really, is these. On some of the more expensive ones, like the German models, these do actually hang down, you know, that sort of angle, so it gives you plenty of clearance. So there might be something that I can sort of grind off around the back here, which will enable them to drop down a bit further, and then that'll solve the problem. But yeah, that's probably the only bad thing I can say about it really. Build quality wise, I mean, it's a Chinese import, so obviously it's not like the German engineering that you'd find, like, you know, on the BMWs and Mercedes and things and everything like that. You know, it's like pure quality. But saying that, it don't feel like it's going to fall apart on me anytime soon. And for the money, you can't really go wrong. So I've said to you before, I think this is the 3.5 ton one. So this will lift my Transit Custom up, no problem at all, even fully loaded, because it's 2,900 or 3 ton gross weight. So I'll lift that no problem at all. So I'll just show you how it comes down now. So the compressor might kick in, so I do apologise because it relies on compressed air. So if you watch them, they'll pop up. You can see down they come. It'll only come down with weight on it. So if you put it up in the air with no car on it, it literally takes forever to come down, like to the point where I normally get my daughter or my son to stand on it while I push the button to come down, because it just takes forever. It does have to have weight to come down, obviously, because it's got to squeeze that hydraulic fluid back into the pump, or into the reservoir, sorry, should I say. I mean, even with a car on it, it probably takes, what's that, 20 seconds for it to come down. And you can see the thing bleeping away there. Watch it come down the ground like that. Again, it's down. So price wise, including VAT and delivery, I think it was around about £2,000, give or take sort of 50 quid. So the guy normally turns up, he's got a 4x4 with a trailer with a high ab on, and he can normally fit about 4 or 5 of these piled up. He just goes around delivering them, you know, a couple of 3 at a day. So you don't need a forklift to unload it, and it obviously, it will just wheel itself in here with them wheels like I showed you. So for £2,000, I think it's a bargain, to be honest. There's cheaper things out there, there's more expensive things out there, but for what I need, this serves me perfectly. So, and it makes, you know, life so much easier on the cars. And then all you do is, once it's down, you just remove the blocks, which I normally leave right next to the ramp. Don't forget to take them out, otherwise you'll never get the car off there, or it'll wheel spin them and spit them out. So remember to take them off. And that there. I think that's probably about all I can really tell you. What I'll do is, I'll put a link in the description to this video of where we got it from. There's some more information actually here, sorry. So it plugs into a 13 amp socket as normal, and there's some information there. It draws, tell you how many amps. That's 2.2 kilowatt. Don't think it tells you the amp draw on there. Yeah, look, yeah, made in PRC, so People's Republic of China, isn't it? So one other thing I better tell you about. So you have to drive on this ramp a certain way round, otherwise it's quite unsteady. So there's a picture when it lifts up in the air, there's a picture on the bottom part that stays on the ground that tells you which end the engine's supposed to go. So just bear that in mind if you're thinking about installing it in a garage, which way round you want it. But as I say, I'll put a link in the description to this video of the guy's website, his contact details and everything that'll be on there, and that's it. So there you have it then, guys. That's the Autobench ramp that I use in the workshop. So I hope that was useful. It's my first review, so it's not going to be perfect, but I said I'd do one, so I have. A while ago, I said in one of our introduction videos, I think it was, that if we ever get to 10,000 subscribers, the car we're doing at the time, we're actually going to give away to a subscriber completely free of charge. So I'll give you another option now as well. If we do ever get to 10,000 subscribers, I'll personally buy one of these ramps and have it delivered to one of the subscribers free of charge. So if we ever get to 10,000 subscribers, one of you guys could be having one of these ramps free of charge on me. So have a little think about that, and I'll leave that with you. So until next time, look after yourselves, take care, and I'll see you on the next one.